How big was Goliath, really? The Bible gives us the numbers, and they're staggering. 6 cubits and a span. In modern measurement, that's 9 feet, 9 inches tall. Taller than every player in NBA history. Taller than Shaquille O'Neal standing on a milk crate. Taller than most door frames by nearly 2 feet. If Goliath walked into your house today, he'd have to duck through every door, and he still might not fit standing upright under some ceilings. Now look at what he wore into battle. His coat of armor was made of bronze scales, weighing 5,000 shekels, close to 125 pounds. That's the weight of an adult mountain lion, strapped to his chest and shoulders as a shirt. Around his legs, bronze greaves. Between his shoulders, a bronze javelin. And his spear. The shaft alone was as thick as a weaver's beam, the kind of wooden beam used to hold tension on a loom. The iron point of that spear weighed 600 shekels on its own, roughly 15 pounds of iron, heavier than a bowling ball, mounted on a pole and swung by one arm. He didn't even carry his own shield. A man walked ahead of him just to carry it, because Goliath's hands were already full with everything else built to make one man look like an army. This was a walking fortress. 9 feet 9 of muscle and bronze, dressed in more metal than most soldiers of his era would ever own in a lifetime. And against all of that stood David. No armor, no sword. Just a shepherd's sling. The same sling he'd carried for years in the fields. The same one he'd used against a lion and a bear that came for his father's flock. Those weren't just close calls. They were training. Every stone he'd ever thrown at a predator twice his size had been sharpening a skill God was preparing for this exact moment. 5 smooth stones, picked from a stream bed, stones weighing only a few ounces each, lighter than a smartphone. A trained slinger could release a stone at speeds rivaling a thrown fastball, hard enough to crack bone on impact. 1 stone, 1 throw. And the fortress fell face first into the dirt. David didn't win because he was stronger. He won because every giant he'd ever faced before this one had already prepared him, and because he understood something Goliath never did. The battle was never about size. It belonged to the Lord. And nothing, no matter how tall, how armored, how impossible it looks standing in front of you, is too big for God's.